Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So you might be wondering why I have this weird kind of setup here, and that is because I have to be very close to my camera. I did already film this video yesterday and I had some severe issues with my microphone. So my original video ended up being horrible and I really didn't want you to experience that kind of audio, honestly. So instead I decided to focus on the product close-ups and guide you through this video via voiceover, and I will just very spontaneously jump in from this perspective as well. I hope you will still enjoy it. Also, I want to get two things out up on front, and that is, first of all, thank you so much for taking part in my poll yesterday. You guys actually requested this kind of video. I asked you yesterday on my Instagram if you want to see a luxury haul and my unboxing or something different, and all of you actually wished to see just a pleasant distraction from these times that we are living in, which I am well aware of, and I will also create a video specifically on that topic, how I experience the current health situation out there and how I deal with quarantine. But for now, I promised you to give you this haul and you shall have it. If you happen to enjoy this video, even though this seems to be a very close conversation right now, please make sure to subscribe to this channel. It would make me super happy because it's so hard as a small channel to grow these days. And you know, I appreciate and I am grateful for every single person who decides to hit that subscribe or follow button on YouTube or over on my Instagram. So let's start, which will be the reason you are all here, and that is my new bag. So without further ado, let's move on to the unboxing. So after my recent video about my bag wish list, over 300 of you actually recommended and shared your advice with me, which I am very thankful for, because it helped me to prioritize the bags that I had on my mind and also come to a clearer perspective myself. So the other day I went to my Chanel boutique because I wanted to see the CC Trendy, the Chanel 19 and a specific white flat bag with a very statement accent chain. And as I entered the boutique, I saw this baby here, which is a classic rectangular mini in the iconic black and white Chanel tweed, but in a unique edition that will never be launched like that again. And it was just perfect. Some of you might be thinking that this is not the typical bag that I would go for, because it is made of fabric and it is patterned. So let me explain what really sold me. So if you have been following me here or over on my Instagram for a while, you will know that I am a huge fan of the Dior oblique monogram, which I know is a totally different story, but I have to kind of close that circle here. So bear with me. I have tried on several bags several times with this oblique monogram, but I always come to the conclusion that the colorways that they come in are just not within my color spectrum, which is the navy blue or the oblique. Right now, this spring summer 2020 collection, this particular oblique canvas also comes in a gray tone, which is beautiful, but I just find it less stunning and impressive than the darker colorways when it comes to the 3D effect of the pattern. But I still really like the idea, or liked the idea, of having a bag with a pattern, because I always have very monochrome plain outfits. I very rarely wear any patterns on my clothing, so a bag could add something, you know, some spice. So this bag has a similar 3D effect due to the different threads that are intertwined into the Chanel boucle, which I think looks absolutely spectacular. But it is black and white, which fits my color aesthetic so much better. And if you take a closer look at the white parts, you might see that within the white threads there are also added some cream and like brownish ones, which is a similar effect to the Dior oblique, honestly, and that also makes this bag quite resistant when it comes to stains and dirt, because there is so much going on, there are so many dimensions, and there is so much structure within this pattern and this fabric. And of course, what really makes this bag absolutely unique is the thin, cute Coco Chanel ribbon that is added into the boucle as an accent. I think this is just so stunning. Another thing that I want to point out is that some of you might think that it is easy to pull threads out of this bag, for example with jewelry or something like that. And to that I have to say that this particular bag is not really prone to pulling threads, because if you take a close look at it, you will see that the fabric is still quilted in the iconic diamond pattern that Chanel bags typically have. And this quilting, these stitchings, basically make sure that all the fabric and all the threads are held in place. The interior of the bag is black leather, which makes it again quite carefree, no risk of stains there. And what is also a big plus is the interwoven chain that is also black leather. So typically a chain is more prone to becoming stained and dirty because it rubs the most on clothing, on jackets, on, let's say, self-tan or sunscreen. So all of these things can add to discoloration and dirtiness. And because of the fact that in this case the bag has a black leather chain is of course something that makes it a little bit easier to take care of and to wear. So due to this specific fabric, I feel I can wear this bag all year round, and I love how the pattern is just instantly elevating my outfits that always are very clean and simple and patternless. When I tried it on, I had like a all cream outfit on and it just looked so amazing. I just couldn't resist. I honestly always dreamed of having a mini Chanel because it's just the smaller, more casual and more versatile everyday version of my medium classic flap, which is just such an elegant bag that I absolutely love and that I can style up and down. But a mini to me appears like a bag that I would just grab more often, honestly. I also saw the mini in several different colors in plain leather, but I thought to myself, you know, I will be able to get my hands on a red or black or gray mini in the future, but this particular pattern will never come back once it sells out. And they also had like a larger version of this bag in the small classic flap size, I think, which was already sold out when I saw this one. And I feel that this is a bag that you can dress up and down all year round and also own forever, because a Chanel boucle is the same fabric as the Chanel jackets are made of, which is just absolutely timeless and iconic. I would just like to take a quick moment, to talk about the ranking and all of your recommendations on my other bag wishlist video. So let's go through the top 3 bags that had the most voices and votes of you guys. So place number 3 was the 30 Montaigne, and I honestly didn't expect that because it's just not the most iconic bag out there. It's a very young bag in terms of how long it's been around. And I have to admit that I think at this point, the 30 Montaigne, as much as I like it, I think it's a bag that I still want to observe for a little bit more. I want to think about it a little bit more. It doesn't go anywhere, at least for now. And I think it's not a bag that I really want in my life right now. So this bag is kind of on pause for now. Place number 2 was the trendy CC. And I actually tried that one on in the boutique the other day when I got my new bag, but I ended up not going for it for various reasons. Reason number 1 was they didn't have any colorway that really was of interest to me. And also many of you guys said in your comments that I shouldn't get a trendy CC in black because I already do own a black medium classic flap. And these 2 bags would just be too similar, and a black trendy CC would not introduce anything new to my wardrobe in that way. And of course you were kind of right, even though I love a black bag. Another thing that did put me off this bag a little bit was the weight. So the trendy CC is not really comparable with the bag that I ended up getting, which is a mini rectangular. So the trendy is quite large, and it is also full leather. So it's lined with leather, it's leather on the outside, and that also adds to the weight of the bag, which to me, as I'm looking for a bag that I would only wear in my free time, I honestly thought it's not the most comfortable. It's not really what I'm looking for, at least at this moment. So I think with this bag, I will wait a little bit longer until I will find a color that I absolutely love. And I also think that I will take a closer look at the pre-loved market for this bag as well, because it does come in various style variations as well that are a little bit smaller and a little bit, you know, cuter, that may be more up my alley. And place number 1 was the Chanel 19. And regarding the Chanel 19, I just had no chance to get my hands on any of the colors that I would be interested in, which would be white or beige or any like cream or even brown colors. Even though I have the most patient and understanding and friendly and sympathetic and lovely SA at Chanel right now. He was just not able to get his hands on any of these colorways right now because this bag is so hyped up, it's so highly requested. I just have to wait until someday I will, you know, get the chance to be first in line to actually get my hands on that bag. And then it might be something that I might want to add as well. So that is it. This is my luxury haul and unboxing. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that it was a short and pleasant distraction from the times that we are living in right now, wherever you are. Stay safe, stay healthy, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!